Welcome to the Sabrosa Podcast, your underground hub. Welcome to the Sabrosa Podcast. We are back with another episode, everybody. We got Casanova Red in the building.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Well, guys, we are back. We have so many things to get into. And first of all, how are you doing today?
So I'm doing fine. And yourself?
Doing good. And second of all, I definitely want to congratulate you on just like kind of like wearing multiple hats. I've been following you for a while, for like a little while already, and I've been paying attention to like the stuff that you post.
Right.
And you don't only just do music. Like are you a teacher?
No, I actually have a job as the director of admissions, marketing, and patient care coordinator.
Okay, that's cool. So you're like, yeah. So you're wearing like a professional hat. Then you have the creative. Then you're a husband as well.
Correct. Right.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I have
You're
kids.
a father.
Yes,
Look
I'm a
at that.
father.
A brother?
Yes.
An uncle?
Yes.
You
uncle
see?
as well. Yeah.
So you got multiple hats going on. So it's like, that's hard. So tell us a little bit about your work-life balance and how do you balance all these hats around, like, specifically like your music? Like, how do you balance music and everything you have going on?
So I'm pretty much just day and night. So, like during the day, because I have my work balance, and then like during the night, I try to make time for my family, because I believe that family is like the most important key, just to balance you out too, though, mentally. So I try to be there for my kids, and then at nighttime, it's just go. I mean, it's music and studio, and it's studio and music till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to wake up back for work like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning for me to start going. Yeah.
It doesn't stop. It does not stop. Like, and that's the whole thing, that people don't see what happens behind the scenes. Like they just see the end result.
Yeah.
Like if people were to just look at you on social media,
right.
they'll be like, "Oh my God, like he's like he got motion.
Exactly.
He's so perfect.
Right.
Like, oh my God, like they don't see all the stuff that happens behind the scenes.
Right.
Like, for you to be able to have those results.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about your recent project. So lately you've been you're dropping a lot of singles, right?
Correct.
You're dropping a lot of any specific reason for that?
I'm just dropping singles right now because right now that we're actually working on dropping my album in 2005. So right now, just dropping singles, just to give something to the public, so the public can be able to see and know who Casanova Red is.
And before we get into the music, I find it interesting that you literally just told me that you have a stutter, but you don't stutter when you rap.
Correct. So a lot of people don't know that about me, but I
cool.
do stutter. But I don't stutter when I rap, though.
I think that's so interesting.
When I do music, yeah.
How, like, do you think that it's like you get in a zone when you're rapping and you're just like, what? That's crazy how you stutter, but then you don't stutter when you rap. That's cool, though. Right. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
I think that's like a talent. That's like another talent.
Sound crazy, right?
Right. So I want to get right into this single, right?
Yeah.
Make You Cry.
Yeah. Make You Cry.
So I sat there, I watched the video 3 times, and I listened to the song like 7 times or 8 times straight.
Thank you.
Because I was like, first of all, I read the description of the video, and specifically, you stated that the song was speaking on the hurt that you, as men, cause women until men realize, that the woman is gone, and then they want them back.
Correct. So I think like that's like a lot of things that's going on in like today's time. Dealing with the woman that you love, dealing with the woman that you know that she's special, but yet you still find yourself still making that mistake by choosing more of a temptation. So when you realize that you have lost that special person, you find yourself wanting to get her back,
Yeah.
not knowing that it might be too late too, though, within the same sense. So
Yeah.
this song was basically just to tell women that we appreciate you, and we as men do make mistakes. We're not perfect, and we didn't. I mean, because it wasn't meant though to make you cry.
It's
Yeah.
it's to me that specifically. I don't know if it's like it might be personal. I might be
Right.
biased, but I just feel like it just speaks to me as a woman because I've been a woman that a man
Right.
has cheated on, right?
Right, right.
So at being a woman that a man has cheated on, and a person that doesn't cheat
Right.
is like, I was like, oh, okay, that's what they was thinking when they was trying to come back. You know
Correct.
what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And it just like, I don't know. I come to the realization that men are logical
Right.
and women are emotional.
Right, right. Definitely.
And when a man cheats, it's not the same as when a woman cheats to them mentally, if that makes
Right.
sense. But that doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, but we have like this double standard thing that goes on as well.
Right.
So I just basically just speaking on many relationships that have been hurt, because you have women who do want to find that special person. You have women that do want to be loved. You have women that are tired of being lonely, but they are also scared too, though, within the same sense
Yeah.
of trusting a new man that may come along because of how men have done them dirty too, though, within the past.
Talk about it.
So,
Talk about it, because
definitely.
that's literally ding, ding, ding. Me right here. I
Definitely.
even said it. I literally had a conversation. I've had conversations. I say, I'm done.
Right, right,
Like
right.
right now, the dating pool is just not it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, thank God. You're married, so
Right,
you're
right.
like you're all. You're
Definitely.
you're out of the jungle. I call
Yeah.
it, because right now it's just everybody wants everything at lightning speed. They
Right.
want to meet you today. They want to be in your home tomorrow,
Right.
and they want to be in your bed the next day,
Correct.
if not the same night. And it's like, it's not like, this is not like, you can't just, I don't know. I have like boundaries,
Right,
I
right.
need my space. I can't just, so I just feel like the current state of dating is trash, and I feel like trust is gone. Like I don't even know how to trust, because you don't know who's living a double life, who's
Correct.
cheating on who,
Right, right,
things like
right.
that, So people hide things very well.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's unfortunate when other people ruin it for other people, because hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So
Because that's crazy though, because that's also in side of, because I have a book too that will also be dropping soon, called Casanova's 31 Laws of Love. So inside the book, it's also speaking about meeting people that you may not be sure of, because everybody that you meet always has that mask.
yeah,
So you never truly know who that person is, because they will never tell you the negative about who they are, but just tell you what you want to hear.
that's so insane, because I've been saying, literally, I've said this on the podcast before. Who are you when you take the mask off
Correct.
that you have on in society?
Correct.
Literally.
Absolutely.
I've said this several times on the pod, on other episodes. Like, that's what I look for in people. Like, who are you inside? Like, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't even care what you have, who you know, how much money, what you drive. I'm like a unicorn. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I
Right,
don't care
right,
about
right.
stuff like that. Like, who are you? Like, are you a good person?
Right, right.
How do
Definitely.
you treat your parents? How are you with your children?
Right.
Are you a good family member? Can
Definitely.
I trust you?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna like, you know, anything? It could just be anything. Like, if we have $1 and we buy a bag of chips, you gonna give me halves of the bag of
Yeah,
chips?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like,
right.
like little things. So
Right.
it is what it is. But as a married man, like, how do you look at dating? Like, when you look at like the internet per se, like, how do you look at stuff? You're like, wow. Do you feel relieved?
I definitely feel
Sometimes
relieved,
you're like, thank God.
because dating too, though, within itself is definitely disgusting. Not just that though, but there are so many transmitted diseases that's out there that continues to multiply. So many new diseases that's out there, to where you sometimes say to yourself, you know what? I am happy that I found that right person.
Yeah.
I am happy that I found that right person to love. Now will also love me back as well, to where we can be able to trust. Because the dating I mean, seeing now is I, I think it was this one story though with this a female went out to go meet somebody, and she was raped, and then cut, and I mean it's just crazy out there. So so you guys got to protect yourself, man.
Yeah, like
Please protect yourself.
people have to protect themselves, and people can't trust people like
Right.
so quick. Like, so it's different. Like when you feel a connection with people,
Right, right, right.
like like your intuition. But like if
Right.
your intuition's like, trust that.
Correct, right, right.
Trust it because it's for a reason.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
there's no time that every time I've ignored that gut feeling, I've been sorry.
Right, right, right.
Whether friendship, boyfriend, fling, whatever is going on,
Right.
conversation, acquaintance.
Yeah,
It doesn't
seriously.
matter. If I get that little icky feeling when I'm walking away, I'm good.
Right, right.
Like, and trust it.
Because you know what's so crazy too? It's also okay for you to be alone.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get that. In order for you to be alone, you have to really identify with who you are, because as a person, you have to be able to love yourself. You have to be able to find yourself first before you can be able to give yourself to the next person. But like a lot of people see the glamour, they want to get married and they want to have kids and they want to fall in love and they want so many things in life, but not knowing that sometimes you might be chasing the wrong things.
Exactly. And the thing is that now people see things on Instagram or TikTok or whatever social media, and they start comparing their lives to other people.
Right, right,
When
absolutely.
sometimes the people that have all these glitz and glamour, like they just want that like love that,
Right,
the
right.
other, like the people that are not so rich and don't have the glitz and glamour have, because they
right.
have happiness. They don't have money, but they have happiness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like happiness is just a state of mind. Like, and I feel like nowadays I will take accountability. Like as a woman, I feel like as women, I'm not like that, but a lot of women, they want a guy to come with like a list, like from here to the floor. Like
Right, right,
he gotta
right.
be 6'3", he gotta make over 100K, he gotta drive a BMW, he gotta pay for my bills, he gotta get my nails and my hair done and my feet done, and he gotta pay for my mom's rent, and like, girl. And then what are you doing? You're not even like working.
Right,
Like,
right, yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? You're
yeah.
not even
I mean, like you have
like,
nothing to bring to the table.
at least if he's taking care of you, go get a college degree, go do something, so he knows he's investing into something. Okay, she's about to she's about to become a lawyer, so you know what, whatever. After she passed her bar and everything, and she's a lawyer, I'll help her with a lawyer's office. I'm gonna get all my money back. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Be
right,
able to
yeah.
recoup the funds of your investment.
Yeah,
like,
right.
and then that's what I feel like too. Like, men are also at fault, because at that point they should only invest in the women that they feel like is worth investing in.
Correct.
And a lot of them are investing in women with like OnlyFans accounts and stuff like that, and that's why you have women that are actual good women lowering the bar because they feel like that's what men like.
Right, right. Definitely.
And that's why we see all this stuff, that even Instagram is uncensoring a bunch of stuff, because it's just the bar's low. The bar is really low, but
Very
it is
low.
what it is.
Very.
So let's switch gears a little bit here. So your passion for writing began in 2005?
My passion for writing
Like for
actually
music.
began way before 2005.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
So what was the moment
Okay.
that you said, all right, you know what, I want to do music?
So what it is so I have a mother that's Haitian, and she doesn't. When I was young, she didn't like hip hop. She didn't like what hip hop stood for. She didn't like the meaning of hip hop. So she always used to play something that's called compa, because in the household. So one day I actually flew to Miami, and we actually went to go see some family members. And I saw my cousin playing two CDs. She was playing Biggie and she was playing Tupac.
Oof.
Right. So me not being too familiar with what hip hop was, once I actually heard those two people, that allowed me to fall in love with hip hop, to where it allowed me to pick up a pen and start writing my stories.
Yeah, so
That's how I fell in love with
yeah,
music.
that was like from the greats right
Yeah,
there. And talking about your Haitian background,
right.
you have a song that's called Haiti, Here We Go.
Right. So I actually have a song called Here We Go,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's basically speaking about the violence, the earthquake, and so many things that Haiti continues to
Yeah, I want to get
go
into
through.
that
Yeah, definitely.
because my parents are Dominican.
Oh,
So
okay,
we're
right.
from the same
Yeah,
place.
right, right. So
It's just that they divided us because the
pretty
French
much
took
though, but
one
it's the
side
same
and the
land. Yeah,
Spanish took
right,
another
right.
one, but we're all the same.
Correct.
Um, they've just divided us and ridiculous and like it's dumb the
It's
whole
just
politics
crazy.
of
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
But what I want to get into is what do you think about Haiti being taken over by that guy? Like the guy what was his name?
Barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. What do you think about
I
that whole
think.
thing? Like, do you think it was real? Do
Yeah.
you think it was like a news stunt? Because
Right.
I don't even hear anything about it anymore. Like,
Um.
what do you think that was about? And what do you think about it?
Because it is real, and I also think that the government also has a major hand into the chaos that's going on in the country today. Um, if you look at the guns, if you look at the drone, and so much technology that Haiti has never had before, never
They
knew what
have
type
all
of
of
those
that
stuff.
right now?
Absolutely, they have that right
I
now.
didn't even know that.
Guns they have had before, but
Well,
the type of
yeah, that
guns,
I know that, but technology, I didn't know they
yes,
had that right now.
yeah, they got the drones that I mean, like there's a lot of things that you would be surprised of. I actually have some family members back there that actually send me videos of like bodies being put on fire, females being raped, um, um, kids who are starving.
Wow.
So it's very disgusting. So I try to make music too to also grab the awareness of what's going on because in Haiti.
Yeah.
Um, because like you look at the news and the news just tells you and shows you what they want you to see,
Right.
but they really don't actually tell you the good parts about Haiti and certain things that's going on too though with because in the country um it's a tragic it's because it's disturbing as well, but hopefully Haiti will stand again.
The state of Haiti right now is just like it's kind of disappointing because I've done my research and Haiti was like the first black empire. Like
Right.
it was like one of the first like richest countries.
But
And
absolutely.
then I feel like that's why it's been just in poverty ever since because of greed and stuff like that. And a
Right.
lot of things that started there have been adapted to other countries and they
Right,
never
right.
give credit obviously.
Yeah.
But I've definitely feel like I've done my research enough to know like it's just unfortunately like the state of where it's at now. I really
Yeah.
hope that everything gets better because it's been like years that like Haitians will cross over to Dominican Republic to sell their goods and stuff
Right,
like
right,
that.
yeah.
When I feel like there should first of all there should be no problem with that, and number two, they should be able to like do it in their own like you know what I'm
Right,
saying,
right,
not
yeah,
have to
yeah,
take like that
definitely,
brutal journey
absolutely.
all the time. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
it's just like
A
it's
tragic
brutal.
situation.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
it's brutal. I mean, I watched this documentary. His name is Capricornio, and he does like Spanish journalism. Like he
Right.
goes and he did that trip. Like he went to the border and he spoke to like the people that were actually trying to cross over
Oh
from Haiti
wow.
to the Dominican Republic, and he was talking to them and like first of all they told him like he couldn't cross over, like they were like bullying him and stuff, like they didn't want him on the other side and stuff, and then
Yeah.
he was talking to the people, and then they were basically saying that they get more money in the Dominican Republic for like the stuff that they're selling,
Right, right.
and that's why they're coming over. But I'm just like, damn, that sucks that they can't make that money closer to
Where they
home.
at,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah,
have to go
definitely.
through all of this every day, and it's not no joke. Like they have to cross like a lake type thing, like
Literally, right?
with
It's
all their
crazy.
stuff,
Stuff.
like all their inventory, and then it's per like papers, right? So they give you like papers like colored or whatever, and like if like once they give the last one, like you can't come.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
guaranteed,
And that you're gonna be able to make it
right?
across there. And it's crazy. And some of them take their kids with them too.
Yeah,
You
that
know what I
too.
mean? Yeah.
And it's just like it's a lot. It's truly a lot. But
Tragic.
I want to get right into another subject since we're already here. You have a song
Uh huh.
that is called My City.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Powerful record. Powerful.
powerful record. That song is
Absolutely.
going crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do want to talk about the visuals of
Right.
and shout out to your direct Rock Davis.
Shout out to Rock Davis, man. Shout out to Rock Davis.
Did a
That's
phenomenal job on that.
man. He is the goat when it comes to directing videos, man. Shout out to Rock Davis.
What inspired you to write that track?
So what inspired me to write that track is, first of all, the kids have no voice. The kids are tired of going to school and being shot at. They are tired that they cannot be able to go outside and live a normal kid's life because of so many bullets that are flying and that are missing the target and actually hitting the kids. So the streets are not becoming the safe community. The streets are becoming worse. Not just that though, but also the police brutality, also the police killings that needs to stop.
It does. It does.
It is starting to be so disgusting. And I actually have a new song that's coming out called Fight Back, to where I'm basically speaking to the community, speaking to the public, and saying, look, at the end of the day, we are the same people. You know what I'm saying? So when we continue to fight each other and kill each other, we are only making the job for the police more simple to where they can be able to have an excuse on why they should shoot us, on why they need to kill us. You get what I'm saying? So if we continue to come together, because as a whole, we will now see that the problem, because it's not me and you, the problem is them. Like you have that lady and a tragic situation too, a Sonia Massey, where that cop just actually went inside the house. She was no threat at all.
She was in the kitchen, like
She was in the kitchen,
minding her business in
doing
her
what
house.
in her house,
Are you
and she
kidding me?
called them to come there because she needed help. And he told her, don't make me shoot you in your fucking face. And that's exactly what he did.
And
So-
then he blamed it on the water.
And then he blamed
boiling
it
hot
on the
water.
water. They always have this excuse on why they feel as though that they have to continue to keep killing us. And that needs to stop. We also have a voice, but in order for us to have that voice, we need to be heard. We need to come together. We need to unite. We need to stand together. We need to stop doing the killings and shootings and doing so many things, because the real problem is not us. The problem with us becomes when we continue to keep on killing because each other. And I'm sorry, my city song, I had said that we screaming out Black Lives Matter, but we're the ones that's doing the killings.
And it's
You
crazy
get what I'm
because you're
saying?
from Newark.
Right.
So Newark is like Newark. I mean, I'm from Jersey, so
Right,
like Newark is like the trenches for real. Like
Yeah.
certain parts of Newark is
Right.
like if you know, you know what
Right,
I'm saying.
right,
So
yeah.
I'm sure like even growing up, you've seen some crazy stuff, like you know.
Definitely.
And I just feel like me growing up, I've seen because my parents sent me to Harlem pretty
Mm-hmm.
much my whole like teenage from little kid to teen like for the summer.
Right,
So
right,
I've
right.
seen NYPD and
Right.
Jersey stuff. So
Right,
it's just
right.
like just my experience in general wasn't a good experience of like the
Correct,
stuff that
correct, yeah.
And then
Definitely.
recently I saw a police officer in Jersey City unalive somebody that like was having like a mental episode, like a
Right,
like a
right.
manic episode, like it was like a mental health emergency.
Correct, right.
And I feel like that's wrong. Like
Right, right.
like so it's just multiple situations like in somebody's home, a person that's having an episode instead of
Correct.
getting them the proper help,
Right, right.
therapy,
Definitely.
all these resources that are available that should be more available or people should be more aware of it. I
Right.
just feel like I don't know, like what do you think of all like what do you like, and then the youth, like what what are they to grow up to?
I mean, you know, first of all, it starts though with the community. It starts with us as people directing and showing the kids a better way.
Yeah, we
Once-
have to.
Yeah, I mean, like once we can be able to do that, the kids will now have a not only because a better future, but also a better understanding of what's truly going on. So again, though, when I speak about police, are they good at cops? Yes. But the majority, 98% of the police force are racist. 98% of the police force are designed to continue to keep killing us. Let me say something to you, and also let me say something to the public. Look at all those white kids that went up to go shoot up those schools, bombed the church where it was black people at. Name one of those white kids who was shot 16 times. Name one of them that was shot 16 times.
They're treated really nice. I've seen the
Absolutely.
videos. They get like I
Come
think I saw
on.
one of the guys they got them him food.
Yeah, got
Like,
him,
they
put the
got him
handcuffs on them.
They
I
put
mean,
him,
like,
like-
no bruises or no nothing, but yet you will have a black kid walking down the street, unarmed, minding his business, but yet you feel as though that you want to pull him over and ask him what it is that he's doing.
Yep. It's crazy.
Seriously.
And then
It's just disgusting, and you know, and I'm glad that we're doing this podcast because you know, like not many people are truly really speaking on some of these things.
yeah, because I feel
I
like
mean-
people are afraid or they kind of want to stay away from like taboo situations, but I feel like
yeah,
these are the
seriously.
these are the conversations that we need to be having though.
Yes,
And I
yes.
feel like these are the things like people are just turning a blind eye because they just want to like keep scrolling on Instagram or they want to get in their car every day, but they're not really talking about like what we have to do as people. Everybody has a job to do because
right.
I'm Dominican, I'm Latina.
Right,
So
right,
it's like
definitely.
we're all in the
We're all going
same
through the same thing.
situation. You
Seriously.
feel what I'm saying? Because they treat us all the same. Like, you know, and I've gotten treated bad, like pulled over in weird towns in Jersey. Like,
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Right.
Even if I mean
Absolutely.
if you've been pulled over on the highway, guys,
Right.
I mean I don't gotta say too much. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Them troopers, like they don't play no fucking games. Like,
Right, yeah.
you know, it's like
Definitely.
certain, you know, and it's just like they don't like they even say, what are you doing on this side of town? What are you doing
yeah.
around here? Where are you going? Why are
Yeah.
they asking that? Because you already know.
Yep.
So
a
it's
racial
just
profiling.
like-
A racial profiling, but not just that though. The governor, the mayors also have to do their jobs as well.
But-
You have to instill the fear in these police officers that are so-called supposed to protect the community to let them know that listen, you will be charged the same way as a civilian or anybody else that commits the same crimes. But yet, these cops continue to get away over and over and over with these situations to where now them as this police force, which is the biggest gang in America, period. And now they
Talk about
looking,
it.
and I'm saying, all right, well, he did it. He got a slap. He got suspended. He got fired. He really didn't go to jail. So you know what? We're going to continue to do it too. And that's why I'm always preaching and telling people, right? You guys can continue to go against each other because he might look at you the wrong way. He might tell you to get off a block that you don't own. You get what I'm saying? Or somebody might be disrespect you. But let the cops do the same thing to you, and you don't give that
Same energy.
same energy towards the cop.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense.
But the thing is that we also, as civilians or as like citizens of this country, right,
Right.
or like people that live here, we also have to educate ourselves on like legislations and like get to know our local officials,
Correct.
see what's going on, because these are the people that it goes up the chain, and
Correct,
like
correct.
these are the people that move up the ladder and eventually end up in those rooms making those laws that affect us, the people.
Right.
So it's like we also have a job to do, but like I'm gonna be honest, like I didn't become interested in this type of stuff until I really got into like podcasting like
Correct,
7 years ago, like
Right.
6, 7 years ago, that I was like, all right, you know what? I got something to say and I wanna say a lot of different things and I wanna talk about to a
Right,
lot of different
right.
people because I just feel like there's a lot of things that I wouldn't see.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it just happens like I love music, so that's mostly what
Right,
it's
right.
about. But like these are the conversations I have on like I have out of the box convos on the show because it's just like we need to talk about these things because we can't keep staying quiet. Like I mean, I don't like to get into politics too much, but even like the presidential election, like it's like ridiculous. Like everything that's going on in the world, like people
Exactly.
are just out of tune, need to educate themselves and really like hold people accountable, yo.
Right,
and
right,
like
yeah.
there needs to be more love than hate.
Right.
Because I feel
And
like people
absolutely.
are normalizing hate to be cool.
Right.
And hate will get you killed out here.
Right, right. You see, though, but they do that too, though, just to continue to brainwash us. They do that just to continue to manipulate us to where they can continue to divide us into thinking that we don't have power, into thinking that we don't have strength. But we do.
We do.
If we
Where's more of
truly came
us?
together,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, man. These people cannot stop us, but they continue to do it. And that also goes back in time, in history, when we're talking about slavery, how they were brainwashing the slaves to continue to go against each other by allowing them to think that they were the problem.
Well, back in 2000, I forgot when it was. I think it was like when Harris first came into office with Biden. They signed some kind of document, executive order. They signed something,
Right, right.
and it was talking about reparations in the state of New York, right? Where is it? I have a question. Like, where is it? That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. And as the people, hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable.
Y'all do. Yeah, I'm not talking about go crazy and start rioting. No, why are we looting our own communities? The
Right.
people that bust their ass every day.
Right,
That's
right.
another thing I don't get. Why are we destroying the communities that we live in?
Right. Which is a fact, which is true.
When everything hits the fan, when the big fish do something to us, whether it's a pandemic, a recession, whatever they want to do, whether the next big stunt that they want to pull, right? Why do we go and shit on our neighbors?
Because you want to know why?
Like, why?
Because we were designed to hate each other.
We can't.
That's
be like
that's
this.
that's the truth.
We gotta do better.
Seriously.
though, for real.
And you know what's so deep, right? I actually had a conversation with so one of my guys too from Slide TV, and I said to him, when you go to a party, right, that has your people, right, you become nervous.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to transpire if somebody is I'm going to try to rob you.
Yeah.
I'll probably
You
send
become more
outside to get
antsy.
you.
Yeah.
So many things. So and you go to like a whole different space to where the hatred inside your mind becomes to build. But yet you can go to a white party and not feel that tension. Think about it. Think about it.
And
though.
they could be more, this is essentially more dangerous for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Think
And
about
it. That's crazy, right? I think
it's a deep.
it's just like
very deep.
why do we think like I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. We have to break as together. We have to break the matrix. Like
Right. Yeah.
if
do.
we all shift our minds, it'll be crazy. Like
That's right.
it'll be like a flood. Like all these big franchises, all these big stuff that's been conquering for so it'll be like a brand new world.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
it's like, you know, when you watch like I used to watch this cartoon as a kid. It was like Dragon Tales or something like that, and the guy used, like they used to like wave and like it would be like magical land. Like it'll go from like dry, and then the fairies will like they'll walk into like a magical land like that. I feel like I'll go outside and be like, wow, this is the world I want to live in now.
Correct.
Like
right.
like you feel like you're working towards something. Because I feel like now taxes crazy. You know, inflation is crazy. You know, mostly everybody, even people that are making over $65,000 a year, are still living check to check.
Right,
because
right.
if they have kids, it's over. They
Right,
don't qualify
yeah.
for nothing,
Right.
and they got to pay for childcare, XYZ,
Absolutely.
whatever the case may be.
Yep.
So it's like it's different scenarios, but for the most part, everybody's living the same way.
Correct.
And then the rent is just up at an
Sky
all-time high,
Sky
no matter
high
where you
crazy.
live at. And it's almost like the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And it's kind of like, I feel like right now it's starting to become just two classes. Like that middle class is essentially just
definitely.
disintegrating
Definitely.
for the past like 4 years or so.
And then they
like that.
continue to do it too, though, just so they can continue to keep the ghetto. So what the ghetto needs to be. I also was telling somebody that too. I mean, you know, like when you drive through the ghetto, you see corner stores and liquor stores and Chinese stores. But let you go to the suburbs, barbershops, and so many different things. But let you go to the suburbs, you're not seeing liquor stores and corner stores and all these things that the low class has. You get what I'm saying? So it just continues to show you the division. They just want to continue to keep one side the way that it is and continue to keep the other side the way that it is, just to continue to cause the destruction that we continue to have till this day.
All right, so let's get into support throughout your another thing. Like, you have different creative endeavors. Like, you just don't do music, you also act.
Yes.
You did
Also,
you do some acting, because
Yes,
I
I
saw like your acting skills on the
Right, right.
visuals and stuff.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh
definitely,
snap, check him
definitely,
out.
yeah,
And then I remember I had told Cash that I had a pod with you coming up, because I remember when we first followed each other, that was one of the followers we had in common. So I was like, and then I think you guys were like briefly like
Shout
saw
out
each
to
other or
Cash,
something on a set or something like that.
Definitely,
Yeah, so I was like,
definitely,
oh
right,
crap, that's so cool.
It's crazy,
like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
man.
was like, that's cool. So shout out to Cash. But yeah, so you know, acting, you know,
modeling too. I'm definitely doing the whole modeling.
that's what
thing,
I'm
too.
saying, modeling.
Yeah, so I'm definitely juggling the. Yeah,
You're
I
busy.
definitely got a whole bunch of hats, man.
So
I
how
definitely got
does
a bunch.
how does that? You said something interesting on the shout out to the Real Talk Show. The Real Talk Show.
Yeah, shout out to the Real Talk Show.
I tell you, I did
Jers,
my little research.
SG.
Like
Yeah.
that was one of the the more recent interviews that I watched, and you said something on there. And you said there are people that support you
Right.
but don't support you.
Correct. Right.
So that's why I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit more on what you stated there.
So meaning by that, when you're at the bottom and you are starting to do something, whether it's music or whether it's a podcast or whether it's a clothing line, right?
Yeah.
And you try to get people that you know or try to get certain people that you know to spread the word.
Yeah.
They don't spread it for you, but yet they will go out to somebody that's famous and jump on their podcast or buy the Gucci or listen to somebody else's music, right? But as soon as they start to see you rise and you start to get the motion that you have, now all those people that weren't support you, now they're hitting up your phone.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, can I get tickets to your show? Hey, can I get on your podcast? Hey, what's going on with this? So this is why I always say, but it's crazy, right?
Listen.
But it's a
no.
deep situation, right?
Yo,
People never want to support
cats
you
is
when
crazy.
you're down,
Like, these
but they want to
cats is
support you
crazy.
when you have the motion. You know what I'm saying?
When
So
you
I have-
start getting just
absolutely,
a tad,
just a
little
tad.
bit,
They like, oh, whoa, we got to jump on the ship now. So I always tell people this. This is saying that I have. When the jet is ready to take off, please know a lot of y'all tickets will be rejected.
Ooh, ticket revoked.
It will be rejected.
It's
Absolutely.
over.
Because if somebody can't believe in you when you were down,
Yup.
they will truly never be there for you when you are up. Because people nowadays have a hidden agenda.
They
Absolutely.
always have a motive.
They always
and
got
it's
a
so
motive.
hard to find people that don't. Like, I'm genuine. I'm so genuine. I'm such a passionate person. I want people to win. And I don't care if like, I've been in a situation where like people are super winning that are
Right,
like
right,
around,
right, definitely,
and I'm
definitely.
so happy for them.
Definitely,
Like,
right.
it's almost like my heart is oozing out of my soul because I'm
Right.
just like, oh my God, I'm like out of my chest because I'm like, I'm so happy for them. Like, they deserve that.
Correct,
Like,
right,
I'm
right,
that
yeah.
friend, right? But like, it's hard for me to find like people that feel like that about me.
Same thing with you. Trust and mark my words. Your podcast is going to be an amazing creation. Those who you probably may have tried to tell to come on your platform and probably rejected, please reject them when your podcast goes boom.
Thank you.
Trust me. And this is why what actually made my team, what I told my team to reach out to you, because I also love to support people that are also growing.
Thank
Because what people don't because understand is that this right here is history.
you. Yeah.
This right here is something that you will be able to look back on and be like, yo, shout out to the people, man, that believed in me, man. Shout out to the people that
Yeah.
gave me a chance when I had a little followers or little type of situations. These are the people that come to your platform that also believe in you.
Yeah.
Trust me, and you're going to
Thank
do
you.
great.
Thank you. I just appreciate you being here because, like, you have a way bigger following than me, and like you're
Right,
like
right.
lit. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
So, like, just the fact that like you're
Yeah,
here
yeah.
with little old me, like, I
Nah,
appreciate.
trust
I
me.
appreciate it.
Trust me, man. We are all the same because you want to know why? Because we have all started from the bottom.
We do.
And just by me just seeing your podcast and seeing so many things, I told my team like, yo, I need to go to her podcast.
Oh my God, thank
I
you
need to
so
go to her
much.
podcast.
Thank
Seriously,
you.
I
I
have to support.
appreciate it because I really love doing this and I love like getting to know, because I feel like for me, like once you guys are on my show, like it's like you like I gave you a piece of my heart, right?
Right,
It's
right,
like
correct,
So
right.
I feel like we're locked in, like, you
That's
know what
right,
I'm saying?
that's
And like
right.
no even if we don't talk like tomorrow, like anything you need. You see something on
right.
my profile,
Yeah.
yo, Steph, what's up? Like,
That's
you
right.
know, I got you. Like,
right,
you know,
that's
it's
right.
always it's like an open door policy. It's always like you're always welcome back.
Right.
Promote whatever you want, whatever you need me to do, I got you. And I just feel like that's how you know, and I just feel like once I grow more, you know, I would like whatever opportunities I'm presented with, I want to like extend the olive branch to other people like
Correct,
that helped
right.
me when I was growing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's kind of what it's about. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, like I just appreciate you being here. Like, thank you,
Because I appreciate you for having me here too.
yeah,
Definitely,
and
you
like
know what I'm
I
saying?
did watch like I did watch your interviews, and I'm like, yo, he speaks really well. Like I was like shocked like when I watched your
yeah?
because not everybody's a good interviewer.
Right.
So I'm like, wow, like it's like really good to like I'm like he like speaks well. Like I'm like I could just like I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a good pod.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
But absolutely.
I do want to quickly like talk about you have a track coming up called Side Chick.
Yeah, I have a track called Side Chick.
Guys, you're gonna hear his music on the episode. I'm gonna play it at the end of the episode. I'm gonna play it
Definitely.
yeah. But I got you. I'm gonna play it for them. But what's up with that track name?
Yeah, so Side Chick.
Talk about it.
Man. So what actually allowed me to write Side Chick, right?
Yeah. We got a man in the building, yeah.
Me to,
She's like, yo. Production said, yo.
what? No, I mean, but she got to hear it though, right?
Yes.
So what allowed me to come up with the song Side Chick, which will actually be coming out towards the future, is because we live in a world where men have side chicks and women have a side nigga as well.
That is true.
Absolutely. So we're
Talk
not going to
about
sit
it.
here and act like this is not going on in today's society. We're not going to. But the song is much deeper. The song is saying, "You're not my side chick. You're my sidekick." The reason why, see, this is why Casanova Red music is so deep. Men have side chicks, right? But it becomes different when the man falls in love with that woman.
Ooh,
She's
yeah.
no longer the side chick.
No.
She becomes the sidekick.
Yeah, she becomes like
get what I'm saying?
Bonnie and Clyde, like ride or die.
Absolutely.
Like peanut butter and jelly.
Right. So my definition of what a side chick is somebody that a man meets, he smashes, and then he keeps it moving with no emotion, no nothing. But she becomes your sidekick when the emotions and everything else starts to formulate.
Yeah.
And that also goes the same thing though with the woman. There are women that are married. There are women that have boyfriends. And it was said too, because on the news, and maybe you guys can disagree, that nowadays women are the most cheaters. Nowadays
I
that
did see
woman, absolutely. Nowadays that woman not only have a man, but they also have a backup just in case the relationship does not look. She's smiling. Just in case the relationship with the main man does not work, she has
Like a
somebody there
standby?
with her.
Like a little standby situation.
Right. So now, what is that? That's the sidekick.
Ooh, a standby.
So when the song comes out, it's I'm definitely going to be a major song. The team is very I'm excited because about the song,
Yes.
because you know these are things that people don't speak of. So this is what makes me different than a lot of other people that's making music. I'm not just making music for me. I'm making music for the world. I'm making music of what things are actually happening
Yeah.
in today's time.
Yeah.
That way that you guys see it, but you also can be able to hear it.
Yeah.
So people call me a rapper. No. Because inside my music, I actually want you to hear me talking to you. So everything that is created is things that I have seen, been through, or also things that may have been inside my personal life. Because as you guys can see, because I'm married, so there is no side chick, no
Yeah.
sidekick for me. But that doesn't mean that what's going on because around me isn't happening.
Right. And that's the whole thing. Like, you were just right. You could also be writing from a perspective of somebody else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
And this is something that's very much happening now, and it's very much normalized.
Absolutely.
And it's almost to the point that everybody's like polyamorous. It's like crazy because people just want to make it okay to be with multiple people.
Right. Absolutely.
And
Yep.
honestly, like, to each his own. Like, I be
Yeah.
minding my business. I don't judge nobody else, their preferences and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you.